Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports. It's Monday Night Basketball. It'll be the Denver Nuggets facing off against the Utah Jazz. And that's all for now. Time to hand it over to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. I'll be back with more at halftime.
Well, the number one priority for defense when you face this guy is to keep him getting anywhere from the basket. He's just so strong as a finisher. And also, he catches a lot of defenders off balance, Steve, with his ability to pull up and drain shots off the bounce. It's a very effective skill to have.
Look at the Jones. Now with the final deciding game right in front of their home crowd, looking on to exhort them to new heights and to the next level.
Well, it's their entire season wrapped into one game. That's what we have here tonight, and I'm sure they're very thankful to be playing in front of their home fans because they're going absolutely nuts right now. Steve, I don't know if I've ever been in an arena more charged up than this one is today. I mean, it is absolutely ear-splitting in here. And I'll bet the players are even more excited than the fans. What a great environment.
And the Jazz with possession to the middle. The Jazz working the ball around now. Just 5 to shoot. Number 40. Some solid defense from English.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go. Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that.
Doesn't he make the basics a great exception?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does it. Well, I mean, he should stay with those basics in a tight ball game because we've got one here tonight. Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just likes the open jump.
And it's all about for the Nuggets as Denver retains possession.
Nice play to get his hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds. I'll tell you what, guys, if he gets there a fraction earlier, that's a steal.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Towns in the pass to Ingram. Backing in. It's off his foot. And the refs whistling a kickback ball. About 1 minute into the first. Leads him in there. Whistle. Takes the assist and lays it in. Took out the pass nicely.
It makes it so easy for your teammate when you can lead him with a pass like that one.
Here's Drew. Laid in with the nice touch off the glass.
He's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting the ball to the rim.
Jonas Burke was that great for his goals.
For an old school guy like myself, it really makes the game enjoyable. It becomes a mental challenge as much as a physical one. Great point, guys. Back to you.
All right, Jonas, thank you. I think the message coach is terrific as well. Focus, guys.
Well, obviously, he's got a very clear idea of what they need to do defensively. Got to close out on those shooters, take away their airspace. He's just said and done. And guys, I can't overstate the importance of this communication. Guys have to be talking, helping each other, making sure they know where the shooters are, ready to switch, and then get up in their face and challenge those shots.
Here's Green. And the Nuggets pick up 2. A basket comes and one. This is the line with a chance to score a 3-point run.
What a play. The hoop plus the harm. Excellent concentration on the finish. That's big time.
The Jazz shooting their first free throw tonight. The free throw off from Drew. The Nuggets have gone 4-4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. A little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. He kicks it to Ingram. 6 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by Griffith.
After making their first four.
And that'll be Denver as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets retain possession. Number 55, defended by Griffith. That was a good screen. Pass to Townsend. 6 to shoot. He shoot again. The guy goes to shot for a second violation.
Jazz.
Well, there's no shortage of defensive specialists at the one spot during the regular season this year, as you can see by this rundown of the point guard steal leads. Outside Green. Here's Griffith. On target with his three. The Nuggets lead by 4. Here's Jesus. And he can count it on the line. A chance to make it 3.
They've been strong here in the early part. This out.
He was saying going strong inside, finishing on the lead in the first.
The confidence factor is a big part of that game. Taking that ball inside to get high quality shots, you get conversion, keep pressure on the defense, and it just continues to build on itself.
And so it shoots out here with the ball. Passes it to Drew. Number 40. That one's good for the point.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
The Nuggets have gone 5-9 from the field here in the first. To the inside. English shot is good.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. It's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint. Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
The pass to Drew. That's in. Outside Green. Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's Griffith. Kicks to Green. He passes to Griffith. Second shot opportunity. Down for 2 points. Denver leading by 5. As the time's up. He tries off the glass, but it's no good. Griffith, defended by Townsend. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2. Nuggets have gotten 6 open shots to go down so far. Brilliant shooting. Here's a missile. Uses the pass to finish the layup.
You know, they really aren't putting up any resistance on the low block. That's the 5th consecutive basket inside. And Steve, these looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
That's the bucket.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far. Yeah, I think that can really set things up well the rest of the game. Pound the ball inside and then let your perimeter players play off the wings.
He's again, and this is 2 points on the layup. 6 points for him.
You know, that putback's about as easy as it's going to get. You have to put a body on someone down there. Well, no box out, that's the result you get right there.
They're looking to bounce back after the bitter loss on Saturday.
Yeah, I thought their defense in that game was about as shaky as it could be. That cold, that kind of defense is going to come by and it's on the road. They really look tired to me. If they had travel issues or if they were out too late, but something was amiss. They had no energy.
English's shot is good.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Number 40. And it's Denver with the rebound. Townsend. Pulled loose. It's stolen by Green. Stolen. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. pass to Townsend. Can't get it to go.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Number 40. Smooth as silk on the finger rolls. He has 6.
Well, he's found his game. He's really this forward. He's got some of the best tools.
The Nuggets leading by 5. Pass to Townsend. Here's Issel. Second chance shot. He lays it in. And the Nuggets lead by 7.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, it's a strategy that has served them well in this open.
That's good.
Such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. The ball movement has been outstanding here. The assist.
Nuggets with the ball. So he gets the whistle. Comes after the layup, and 2 shots coming up.
This offense just came right to the rim. Easily saved the layup.
That's old school basketball rules. I mean, at the end of the day, no easy layup. Earn it from the line. Well, he did enough there. He made it a 2-possession game at least.
Jazz trail by 5. Griffin defended by Townsend. Can't get it to go. Nice deep.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Here's English. And again, Denver, no good. Jazz are down 50% from the first quarter, 8 of 16. The drive by Green. Passes it to Griffin. Using his first move to get the 2 points. He's got 7.
Well, his body control is what I noticed. I think it jumps off the page when you watch him play. Even with the defender draped all over him, he's able to find a way to get to the rim and get the shot to go in.
Very true, Steve. And he's also one of those guys who doesn't take long at all to get on a roll offensively. He's a fun player to watch when he gets out.
In terms of rebounding, it's been a sensational opening quarter.
I like sensational. That's a good word for it.
Green with the ball. Now guarded by Townsend. The Jazz working the ball around now. Blanketed by the knee. Fights to the rim for the Jazz. And the Nuggets lead by 5.
The defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And we're also seeing a lot of fast break beats, so this team doing a nice job getting easy points.
And the pass to Griffin. Backing down. And it's Denver with the rebound.
I think the game plan needs to change here, guys, if they're going to get out of the hole, because he's not helping at all.
Needs it to go. And now a 7-point Nugget lead.
Good job there recognizing the mismatch and then just going straight up with the shot. He's got a major height advantage.
Back to Green. Right side Green. Pass to Drew. The shot no good. And the Nuggets going the other way. Here's Boho. Guys are looking for a spark here.
That is a switch. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best.
We've got 1:55 left in the first quarter of the game. Shot clock at 5. Here's Boho. By Drew.
Excellent. Really solid job actually by the defense to get in his way as he was going up.
And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. And the Nuggets making a change here. 1:29 left in the first quarter. Rebound by the Nuggets. Pass it to Ortiz. Hooked him clean. Cuts off the pass. Goes up off the pick. And he dunks it after the pick. Frees him up.
That's a solidly executed pick play. I mean, paid dividends with that nice dunk.
Exactly the result they were looking for.
Yeah, it worked so well. You got 7 times. That was really well done there offensively. That's the way to work the ball in close to the hoop guy.
Here's the pass to Hampton. He's at the pick. Here's McCarty. And it's good. Martin is deep on the pick and shield the defender off.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. His defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effective. Yeah, until they do, rebounds inside are only going to get pushed.
Drew gets the bucket.
What a quarter for him at the offensive end. He's ignored the scoreboard and continued to go out there and do this thing.
7 seconds of this shot and game clock. Passes it to Ortiz. Shot clock at 6. Jumping by Haynes. Here's Drew. Gets it off. The release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And that concludes the first quarter of play. And we welcome you back to our coverage of round 1 in the NBA playoffs. And Nuggets guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
I like what they've done offensively, really attacking the rim, getting a lot of points in the paint.
And guys, they've been the aggressor early. I mean, attacking the hoop and getting into the paint, that can make the game really easy for you.
So on the floor for them. The shot's good from Reed.
He shouldn't be afraid to take that shot more often. He's solid from there.
Jazz trailed by 7. And there's the pass to Hendricks. Here's Buckner. Got a piece of it. Pass to Ortiz. Here's Tyner. Rejection by Hammonds. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Here's Ortiz.
That's a shot that he sometimes struggles with. You can't fault him for taking it. The defense backs off like that.
Here's Drew. Clock at 6. Here's Thurman. The shot is off. And Denver the other way now. Lays out. And it's going to go out of bounds. The Nuggets will return possession. And here on the 2K leaderboard are the leading three-point shooting teams from the regular season. Number 5, the Nuggets.
Boy, this team has an awful lot of confidence, Kevin, from behind the three-point line. I think in large measure because they have multiple three-point shooters. They don't have to rely on 1 or 2 guys. They've got a number of capable three-point shooters, and that gives you confidence as a team.
Here's Hampton. No good. They do that time for him. Jazz trail by 7. We're closing in on 2 minutes later in the second quarter. And what's good? Nuggets have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pass it to Ortiz. Now the pass to Hampton. Trying to shoot. On deep. Another miss by Denver. And it's Utah's ball. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. And the shot is good. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. So nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Just 4 to shoot. One away from their teams. Jazz trail by 3. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. It's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. Denver making a switch here. Six to shoot. Here's Griffith. It's rebounded by Hampton. Denver leading by 3. From 8. And 1. They'll have a chance. Cunning defended by Griffith. Goes back up. Good from Hampton. Jazz have gone 2 or 4 shooting the ball for this. Expanding his range. Another miss by Utah. A tight game here in Utah. Passes it to Hampton. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession.
You always want a player to have his head up and to be surveying the court, but that's going to be the result.
Denver making a switch here. English is checked in. Here's Griffith. Rebound by the Nuggets. English has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Reed. Shaw touch off the pass.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Jazz trail by 5. Outside Green. Shot from 16. And that one's good. Green! The Nuggets shooting about 42% so far. The free throw anyway.
Necessarily strategic, Mark. It's just a matter of playing with more heart. Play hard, guys.
Denver trying to switch here. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Jazz have gone 3 of 6 shot ball here in the second quarter. Green comes up the trip. They pick it up to Green. To the pool. Got a piece of it. Here's Holland. Blocked. But they get it back. Six on the shot clock. Inside. He puts it to Green. Number 40. He puts it in. He's got 8.
Heads up play there, guys. This is the assist and the foul.
Green. The Nuggets leading by 4. The pass to Reed.
He didn't quit on the play. He defended the shot, tested it, and then got back straight to the glass.
13 feet away. There's another one for the Jazz. Denver calls timeout.
He saw some things out there that needed to be adjusted. He wants to talk it over a little bit with his club.
I don't think you can ever go wrong burning a timeout if you see something you don't like and you need to talk about it.
And so here's Denver. There's the pick.
And another foul will give him 3 before the half. Something to keep our eyes on.
That's his second personal. Second team foul.
He dishes it to English.
tough for him. He's not finding easy baskets like he did in the first.
And it's out of bounds to the Jazz. Utah retains possession. The Nuggets making a switch here. Utah calls timeout. That's a lot what we're seeing from here.
It's a ball game. If they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
Here's Green. Number 40, defended by English. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Griffin. A baseline J. And Utah again with the ball.
That's been a go-to shot for them today. Yeah, they found that sweet spot between the paint and the three-point line. They're knocking a lot of those shots down.
And Denver has possession. This is to English. Points in from close range. And one's good. English has got 13 points.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there. And even if it costs them some foul trouble, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
Number 40. And there's the whistle. Shooting for Utah.
Kevin, he's extremely adept at creating his own shot. We've got a lot of catch-and-shoot guys in the NBA, but players who can beat you off the dribble and score are tough to come by.
And Steve, very few players have this finishing ability. We see him get a lot of and-ones because even if he draws hard contact, he is able to play through that and typically score.
Shots good from Townsend.
Boy, it's been a poor defensive effort. When that ball has gone inside, into the post, they've been in trouble. Yep, points in the paint clearly going against them now.
That's the bucket. The Nuggets shooting a little over 41% this week. By Green. 6 to shoot.
John Drew. That's his first personal foul. Third team foul.
Number 55, defended by Drew. Just 5 on the clock. Number 55, magnificent rejection. Into Green. Green's got his second bucket of the game. And guys, let's continue on the hustle stage for the Jazz.
They've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooting. Actually, have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort. They've done a really good job of getting offense in the passing, coming away with some steals.
And Denver has possession after the made shot from Green. Goes up. The shot no good. Jazz have gone 8 of 12 since the start of the second quarter. That's a really high percentage. Hitting around 67%. That fadeaway, that misses off the backboard.
Can't get a much better look than that, though. Sure can't. Not one you'd expect him to miss that.
Pass to Townsend. So it looks like Denver will be taking possession here. They set the pick. Back at 6. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Here's English. No luck. And Utah the other way.
It seems like nothing is falling for him this quarter. He's really out of his rhythm.
Green, no luck.
They had a defender draped all over. Not really the best shot there. Well, not the shot you hope for when it's well contested like that.
English. The offense stone cold. Another miss there.
I think it's going to be tough to overturn this deficit if he's missing those kinds of shots, Kevin. I mean, they need his points.
The Nuggets trail. There's a minute 47 left to play here in the second quarter. Uncovered. That one's good. 9 points in the game so far.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Now the pass to Griffin. Nice ball movement by Utah. There's the pick. Down! And 20 left in the teams will win the regular season. 5th, the Jazz.
You know, sometimes it's tough to give up the ball to a teammate, but the good teams do it. They don't settle for just a good shot. They're looking for the best shot. And these guys have been unselfish all season long.
And Denver has possession, trailing by 2. Pass to Townsend. Pass to English. Up to 5 for the team. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. English has got 4 this quarter. Griffith, defended by Townsend. Back to Green. Here's Griffith. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll get the 2 chances at the free throw line. This is his first chance at the line tonight. And the Nuggets making a change here. He makes 1 of 2 that time. It's been a little while since they've been the lead.
And Kevin, that's exactly why this is an important possession for them.
Yeah, 2-for-1 opportunity.
Yeah, they got to hurry. Step up the gas here.
And that one's good.
Again, you feel the pattern of this game, guys. They're working it inside, dominating in the paint, getting shots at the will. Well, 4 of the last 5 minutes, this guy did exactly that right.
Here's English. He's got 15. 1 second to go between Shea, Hulk, and Dean. Puts the lead Nuggets in front of him. Number 53. And he loses the glass on the lane.
You know, I think anytime the shot comes from that range, the offense has done its job and done it well.
Here's Griffith. He'll be back up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And a tight game here as we end the first half. Jazz lead by 1. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the 3rd quarter after our halftime.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Welcome to the halftime report on 2K Sports for this deciding game of round 1. So much is riding on this contest. Let's look at what's happened so far. The Jazz are in a close one against the Denver Nuggets. They've held tough defensively. Great rim protection, too, when you look at all the blocks. Also, a strong first half for Denver. Extra possessions almost too easy to come by. They piled up the second chance buckets. And that's all there is for me here in the studio. Time to send you back to my friend Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And welcome back to the NBA playoffs. And we get ready to continue with this round 1 matchup. An exceptional performance so far from Griffith.
How about the opening half of basketball? He played so much riding on this game. He came out and took immediate control.
And that's part of what makes him special. In big games, he lays it all out there. He wants to be the one to win it or lose it.
Passes up to Townsend. Hooked away. It's stolen by Green. And now let's check out the lineups. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up. And ready to go for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Denver.
How about what a sensational
Get some hands up.
levitate. Levitate. Glide. And glide. You got to glide in and reverse it home. So sweet.
Denver with the ball. Following the bucket by the Jazz. Here's Townsend. And the shot is good. 10 points for him. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Green passes to Drew. Down low. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be the goaltending ball. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Feeds to English. Defended by Griffith. There's Whistle. Utah with the rebound.
This is why you need size inside. If you're
tough shot. Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown. Well, now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Well, that is trailed by 5. Double by and so it looks like Denver will retain possession here.
12 seconds.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. 8 feet away, and the shot is good.
I like the way they're working the ball inside because when you do that, you get higher percentage shots, and typically good things happen.
And the layup's good. Green's got his third basket of the night right there.
These defenders are not putting up much of a fight on the interior. It's been embarrassing. That's second place. Wow, he's laying. And that's not the kind of streak you want to have if you're playing defense.
Utah with the ball. Number 40. The baseline J off the mark.
Unnecessary to go to the fadeaway there. It wasn't needed. Could have just kept it simple and taken an easy shot.
It is still under. Wide open look. Gets in front of the rim and out.
I thought he'd make out. Distance, range, and defense nowhere to be seen.
Number 40. Defended by English. Number 40. The baseline number is down. 12 points for him.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Number 55. Defended by Drew. He gets it to English. Third quarter action. Just over 3.5 minutes around. The layup missed. The try by Green. Number 40. Took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. But instead, he'll shoot free throw.
Zone move there to go in for the dunk. That's a smart foul there.
At the line for 2.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. He's perfect from the line this time.
So that was solid. I'll tell you, he's one of the best there is up there at the foul line.
Tonight it's trailed by 9. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Kicks it to English. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's blocked. Here's Drew. 12 points for him. It's really pass. They got on this a little while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
He got one of those days where he takes it, he makes it.
The Nuggets have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here. They need this. It's a strong dunk to finish it off. It's a mammoth dunk for someone who's far from the biggest guy out there on the floor.
And perhaps that'll give them the boost they're looking for to get out of the hole here.
And it should. If that doesn't fire them up, I don't know what will.
The basket. And it's good. And 2 points for him.
He's been so reliable again today, Kevin. They need his points, and he's providing them.
Covered by Griffith. Knocked away. It's stolen by Green. Number 40. Off target with the fadeaway. The Nuggets trail by 11. Townsend, 5 on the clock. The feed now to English. Looking to get it going. And he's hits the way. English has got 17.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
Rebound by the Nuggets. 3 on 3. Passes it to Townsend. The Nuggets moving the ball around. stolen. The pass attempt. Dishes to Ingram. Shot clock at 5. From 12 feet out. Rebound by Drew. Drew's got the ball in the lead. Number 40. That shot, no good. And for the Nuggets, they're shooting a troubling 38%. Not the finest rate of this offense. Pass to Ingram. Defended by Drew. Second chance up. That basket has got to be goaltending.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket. Fans don't like that call one bit. Well, the officials got an earful as a result.
Here is Wilcox, defended by Ortiz. It's tipped. The 8-foot putt, and it's sent up by Drew. And now Utah first through. That's what the energy stats of the hustle game has been going for the Jays.
You know, block shots got a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shot. I'll tell you the other thing that's been a factor is the transition game. They're scoring a lot of points on the fast break.
So it's Denver after the basket by Utah. Just 5 on the clock. And another miss by Denver. Jazz leading by 9. Here's Drew. 12 points for him. Count that one. Drew's got 14 points. Denver with the ball. That's going to happen. One shot on the way. No good off the back of the rim. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
Yeah, Steve and Kevin, you guys gotta love this teamwork. I mean, everybody's involved and engaged. Just a thing of beauty. Yeah, sure is. And when all 5 guys are threats to score, it makes it so tough on the defense. Because now you can't account for everybody when the ball's moving so quickly.
And Denver has possession. And this one, here's Reed. Rejected by Hammonds. This is at the 3. Defended by Hampton. A fader. And there it goes. Drew's got 4 points this quarter.
You know, usually teams go on runs and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks. That's not the case here. No, not at all. They're putting this run together with a lot of mid-range jump shots. So it's a pretty good display of marksmanship right now.
Utah with the ball. After the miss from Hampton. And it's Denver with the rebound. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
Here's Reed. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. Jazz leading by 13. Thurman defended by Ortiz. Here's Heaton. Hits the jumper.
Right over the top of his defender because of that height advantage.
The Nuggets shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. To the inside. Reed. For a two-handed dunk.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
He's got a few more of those in him. This lead will really start shrinking.
And for the Jazz, they're shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. Defended by Reed. There's the pass to Drew. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Heaton. It's good. They're kind of running down in the shot clock. He has 6.
That's really set them apart today, guys. That success from the mid-range. Well, these are two teams that clearly you've seen the difference in offensive philosophies here. I thought he rushed it a little bit, guys, because he had clean look. Just lost his
17. Here's the Nuggets with the ball. Rover, defended by Wilcox. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. Nuggets making the switch here. Ortiz. He's guarded by Love. 6 to shoot. Here's Tyner. And he sends the shot coming off a strong pick. He has 5.
Very effective screen to set up the jumper. That was the key to that play.
Love outside. Outside, Love.
Kevin, they're firing on all cylinders. That shot caps a nice run going into the final quarter.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. It's the Jazz leading by 17. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Energy Solutions Arena in Salt Lake City. Welcome back as we get set to continue our coverage of this playoff matchup. Utah leading by 17. To the paint, here's Eaton. He passes the through. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession. Utah calls timeout.
You know, he wants to tinker a little bit, and he's taking the time to do so right here.
Yeah, I think you're right. He just didn't like some of the things he saw out there. A bit uncomfortable and wanted to talk it over.
Going with almost entirely new grouping.
The inbound.
Goodness, he sure can't get off the ground.
The best in the business for sure. You're right.
Such an imposing finisher around the rim. Intimidating to the defense, really.
So on the floor for Denver.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket. Right in his feet. For a terrific assist. We've done a lot of that today. That's something we haven't seen much of on the other end of the floor.
And so here's Denver. Onto the 3-pointer from Griffin. So nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Rockets 6. Takes it off the glass.
Well, since we hit half number 2, he's finally come around. But first half was not his best, obviously.
Outside, Green. Pass to Griffin. Back to Green. Number 40. Number 3 off target. The Nuggets trail by 20. Here's Tyner. The rebound by Drew. Drew's got 11 rebounds now tonight. Number 40. Falls back and trims the fadeaway jumper. He's got 20.
While they're winning the speed game, guys, getting out in transition. Boy, I like the energy they play with offensively, and in the open court, tremendous.
Here's Columbus, and this one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Great play under the boards for him. And, you know, that's the standard that he sets. It seems like all those second chance points, and they're there for him game in, game out.
And the Jazz with possession. Here's Woodford coming off the screen.
You know, the defense didn't exactly try to fight around that screen, and that's why it turned into the easy basket.
Here's Rojo. Lays it up and puts it in.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Number 40. That's wide right. It's off the rim.
Well, he had to fade away. The offense was all over him, and he got it off because he couldn't get it to go.
Gets it to go. Jazz leading by 18. Backing down. Takes it in the 19th to the lead and completes the layup. He's got 24. The Nuggets have gone 47 from the field since the beginning of the fourth.
simplistic, but sometimes it does simply boil down to who wants the orange more, and who wants orange juice, who wants fresh orange juice, and is willing to go get the orange to make it happen.
It's rebounded by Griffith. Jazz have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempt since the start of the fourth quarter. It's good from about 19 feet. He has 28 points for the game.
This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter.
Number 55. Defended by Drew. A shabby little up fake there. Fooling the D.
That was a beautiful fadeaway. Knocked it down with the defender right in his grip.
Too long on the shot. The Nuggets trail by 18.
Almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down. And the crowd immediately letting the officials have it after that was a very unpopular call there.
Picked away.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Beautiful transition play for the steal. All the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense. Feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight.
It's rebounded by Townsend. Denver shooting 41% for the game. Rejected by Drew. Number 40. And they crush it right away with a quick shot. 30 points in the game.
What a top-notch game he's had. He's gotten him in front. Sure seems like he's going to keep him all by himself, it looks like.
Feeds it to Ingram. And so he counts the foul on the shot. Runs into the line to shoot two. First free throw is good. Both free throws good for Mitch. Jazz leading by 14. Pass at the triple. And shot from the left. The Nuggets shooting in the fourth quarter has been efficient at 56%. Here's Rojo. Shot is blocked. But they recover it.
Tough break for the defense. He took the heat and drew the whistle. Yep, when you get there late, that's what happens.
Here's the dish to Ingram. Plenty of room to outrun the shot. English has got 4 points this quarter. The pass to Drew. Shoots it. Misses the jumper.
You know, he's so confident, sometimes to a fault. And that shows right there. That's a bad shot.
Exactly. I mean, that's self-inflicted damage right there. There are a lot better options than what he took.
That looks good.
You know, it's a plus to get good looks in the paint. And when you can get them, you got to score them.
Utah leading by 12. From Green. And gone on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him.
You know, normally when you dominate on the glass, it really shows up. Not so much here today.
You're right, Steve. Typically, it is a good barometer that indicates who's winning, but not so.
Utah has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. From 13, that doesn't go either for Green.
And he continues to search for his rhythm. It's rooted him to this point.
To the middle, deflected. Drew passes to Griffith. Right side, Green. Lead away. Good.
Made it away and floated it right over the big guy. That shot is almost impossible to block.
The double-handed Green. That's the Townsend. Inside. As long as the defense goes, this is not what's going to keep them in this lead.
Yeah, but from the other perspective, you can see just how much that dunk pumped those players up.
Yeah, I agree, guys. I sense a little bit of a momentum shift here.
That one's good. Green's got 4 this quarter.
has 10 straight points on mid-range jump shots.
You know, to paraphrase the Bible verse that says, love covers over a multitude of sins, good shooting does the same thing in basketball.
And the basket good.
Boy, they're doing a nice job, a really good job of getting second chances here. That's a great way to cut into that lead. I mean, nothing's more demoralizing to a defense than putbacks.
Here's English, defended by Drew. English's shot is good. English has got 25 points in the game.
He's done a ton to help his team, guys, and he may have to do more to get back in the game.
Goes up on the wing. They kick it out to Green. That doesn't go either for Green. The Nuggets trail by 8. Pass to Townsend. It is fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Even from here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious. And a good call by the official.
That's good for Townsend. Both free throws good from Townsend.
Boy, perfect half of the free throw line for them. That'll help their comeback effort career.
Yeah, that's keeping them close. It's going to take a full effort here in the second half. Knock down these free throws.
Nice out. Just wasting that time. Now trying to get to the rim.
You know he can bounce, and right there an example of how dangerous he is when he's got a pass to the hoop.
And you love the versatility, guys. Being a point guard, and in this situation, they tack on 2 more points, expanding the lead in a pretty deflating way for the defense.
Denver shooting and hitting almost everything here in the field. Around 58% from the field. It's stolen by Green. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Shot from the wing. English pulls it in. The Nuggets trail by 9. It's stolen. He kicks it to Green. And there's the pass to Griffith. Outside, Green. Second chance shot. That's good. Jump shot. Green's got 11 points here in just the second half. Nuggets shooting about 32% so far. Kicks it to English. To the paint. Whoops, they get off the pass. Nice ball movement by Utah. Backing down is Green. Gets it to go. Green's got 11 points in the quarter.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan should be simple. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
The Nuggets trail by 13. Utah high. It's the Nuggets with the ball. And he commits to the two-shot foul.
I'm not sure what he was thinking about there. That's a strange foul.
Who knows? Maybe he just wanted to take a break for a minute.
And the second free throw, good.
He's just a couple of trips to the line. He needs all the free throws to go down at this point.
Slide down the first broadcast folks.
Yeah, during that break, the head coach of the Jazz had some words for his team. He was packing his guys up for their defensive pressure, saying, listen, the pressure you put on him has been fantastic right now. Keep forcing turnovers, and he'll be in a great position to win this set.
It takes him to the layup off a very nice feed.
Sharp pass to give his teammate a 5% shot in close.
Remember that one from
I know I would have Kevin. That was special.
Oh, man, that was a circus dunk.
There's 1:38 left to play in the final quarter. And now we've got the intentional foul.
This is what they need to do in the second half to come out with the lead. It's not the only thing, but when you convert free throws at the other end, you put a lot of pressure on the opponent to play solid defense against you.
Now, here's Green. Solid defense there from Townsend. The Nuggets trail
example right there, guys, of how even as their lead grew into a big one, they never started coasting.
That's the truth. I mean, they've been in charge of this game all the way through.
Now, here's Green. Shoots from 14. He feeds it to Ingram. Deflected by Griffith. 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Green on target from 13 feet. And the Jazz lead by 16.
They're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
A very solid performance in a lot of areas for them.
I'm not sure what he was thinking about there. That's a strange foul.
Who knows? Maybe he just wanted to take a break for a minute.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Watch the power. Tipped to the inside. And fouled as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. No good on that. Two shots making the switch here. He hits the second from the line. 24 seconds left in the fourth. And so they choose to intentionally foul. First one falls for him. He hits both from the strike. And the Jazz call time here. They're up by 15. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's what you take.
I'm not sure why they're calling this timeout. The game is pretty much over.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Steve. Maybe they just want to bask in the win just a little longer, but I don't agree with it. Let's go. Get out of here.
Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. 11 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. That's an intentional foul. First free throw is good. And he makes both free throws. Here's Webb. Love goes in. There's a nice one-handed slam.
And a terrific run to really put this ball game away.
And now let's see how many more points they can throw up there before the horn's out.
And so they foul intentionally. And the first one hits. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Knocks it loose. And an intentional foul right there. The first one at the line is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. It's tipped. Columbus. And they're going to move on to the conference semifinal. And this one was such a lopsided victory.
They never let up. They were full throttle from the start.
And that'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA Western Conference quarterfinals here on 2K Sports. But as we go, let's take a look at the Jordan Player of the Game.